Hello and welcome to another episode of Let's Talk Sports. We are continuing with the IPL series, and this video is the third part of the probable 11s for each and every team that we are doing for the IPL 2024. In this video, we are going to talk about Punjab Kings. So let's get going. As is the format, for take a look one by one in batting order wise, the 11, then discuss about some impact options, and finally we get to see if there's any other probable overseas slots. So starting off, I think the captain is the first name in the sheet. It is Shikhar Dhawan coming back after a long layoff. I think the last competitive cricket that Shikhar would have played would be last year's IPL. So it's a long layoff. So I think from that perspective, it's very important that Shikhar puts in the hard yards and make sure that he gets going right from ball number one. Because in IPL, there's no time to warm up, right? Once the tournament is started, you have to be on the top of your game from the very first match itself. But Shikhar Dhawan should be good. Knowing him and the player kind of character that he is, he would perfectly make sure that he's all set and running. Who should be partnering Dhawan though? And I think last year they tried a few permutation combinations as an opening partner. But this year, if Bairstow is available from the very outset of the season, it should be Jonny Bairstow who should be partnering Punjab Kings. And Shikhar and Bairstow could be a very lethal opening partnership. However, having said that, I think what needs to happen is that Bairstow needs to find his feet very quickly. I think the problem with Bairstow has been that he has struggled of late in the Indian conditions. The last successful or hugely successful IPL season that he had was with David Warner when he was opening with Sunrisers Hyderabad. Since then, he has been a shadow of his best self. So it's very crucial that Bairstow finds form very early, and then that would ease a lot of problems for Punjab Kings. Number 3, I think it is a toss-up between two youngsters. Last year, we saw glimpses of Atharva Taide and Prabhsimran Singh. Both of them very talented. Considering it's the number 3 slot, I think Taide probably is a little ahead in the race. But then having said that, Prabhsimran is also very talented, and we saw last season in one of the matches what he's capable of. So could be one of them, Prabhsimran or Taide. Number 4, I think the choice is clear. Another Englishman, Liam Livingstone. He can do everything on the cricketing field, right? Livingstone is the person, ball leg spin, ball off spin, hit it out of the park. Everything that you can demand of a player in the cricket field, Livingstone can perhaps do that. But again, similar to Bairstow, important that they find form early. Livingstone needs to find form early because Punjab has a couple of good overseas backup options who could slot in for Livingstone, like Sikandar Raza and the other one I think is Riley Rousseau, which they have bought in the mini auction for a hefty sum. But I think going into the season should be Livingstone. Number 5, new Indian star Jitesh Sharma. So I think he has come of ages since we saw him first donning the Punjab Kings colours. Jitesh Sharma has made huge strides in the Indian setup as well. That should give him a lot of confidence, and we should be in for a stellar IPL season from Jitesh Sharma. There's the T20 World Cup coming up. I think he would be looking to do very well to make sure that he catches the eyes of the selectors. Number 6, I think another Englishman, a lot of Englishmen in the Punjab lineup. So Sam Curran should be. I think he was the most high-profile buy, expensive buy in last year's auctions. Did kind of okay last season, not probably enough to justify the amount Punjab paid for, but he is a world-class all-rounder, and he should be considered. He can bowl in the death, he can bowl at the early overs, he can hit it out of the park. So he's a very utility cricketer. So from that perspective, Sam Curran slots in perfectly at number 6. Punjab, there's always a chance with players like Sam that you tend to underutilize him. You think number 6 is a bit too high, maybe not, maybe underbowl him a bit. Punjab has to make sure they utilize Sam Curran to the full extent. Give him enough opportunity to bat, give him enough chances to bowl, make sure he's in the game, and he should be coming good. Number 7, I think another toss-up, depending on the pitch. I think it should be one of Rishi Dhawan or Harpreet Brar. Harpreet Brar failed to impress a lot last season with his spinners, but I think Brar should be getting the opportunity considering the talent that he possesses. So it would be Brar or Rishi Dhawan. I think Brar slightly ahead in the race. Number 8, their latest acquisition, the topmost buy, the most expensive Indian player in the mini auction this year, should be Harshal Patel. Harshal is coming out from RCB ranks. He would be looking to rejuvenate his career. He has not been in the best of his form of late. Probably seems to have pegged down the order in the Indian team ranks as well. So this is another season where Harshal should be looking to make sure that he is back in the headlines. Again, with the T20 World Cup coming up, there should be no lack of motivation. Number 9, I think, considering the class, should be Kagiso Rabada. Last year, they toyed around with Nathan Ellis. Ellis did fairly well for his backup, but I think Rabada starts. Again, if Rabada is not up to the mark, very, very able backup in Nathan Ellis. Could as well be that Ellis is the choice since Shikhar Dhawan seemed to have preferred him last year. But otherwise, I think considering the quality, Rabada deserves the first chance. If not, maybe they can look at Ellis. 10, the lone spinner, I think Rahul Chahar again needs to do better than what he did last season. But Rahul Chahar is the most prominent spinner in their ranks and he should be getting into the 11. But Chahar definitely needs to do better than what he did last year to make sure that Punjab has some contention for the playoffs and probably the title. Number 11, I think India's good T20I setup bowler, Arshdeep Singh. So Arshdeep is a clear call for the position. Left armer again should be very, very handy for Shikhar Dhawan in the death starting off. So very, very interesting to look. It would be very interesting to look how Arshdeep performs in this IPL season. That's about the 11. I think impact player options. Let's say if Punjab is batting first, I think whoever misses out from Prabh or Atharva Taide, I think that person gets in and probably Arshdeep or Rahul Chahar sits out when they are batting. When they are bowling, I think again similar, whoever out of Rishi Dhawan or Harpreet Brar is missing from the lineup, I think both of them gets in and probably Prabh or Atharva sits out from the side. Other overseas options, I think we spoke about Sikandar Raja and Riley Rosso. Very, very able options, primarily middle order. Maybe Rosso could open as well for Bairstow, but I think the trick there would be if Bairstow is not 100% or is not getting going, then Prabh or Atharva Taide opens with Shikhar Dhawan and then they can slot in both the middle order foreign recruits in the middle order to provide them solidity. So Sikandar Raza is a very favorite player of mine. I think he's again a very, very good utility cricketer. So should be getting some matches definitely whenever the chance arises. Nathan Ellis, I think we already spoke about. The other option they have is Chris Woakes. So Woakes is also a very willy customer. But I think Rabada and Ellis would be the primary two choices. Woakes should be fairly third option by a fair distance. Okay, so that's about it for Punjab Kings. We sincerely hope that Punjab Kings have a stellar season this year and they finally manage to reach their potential. Till then, we'll be back shortly with another team. Till then, do keep watching and don't forget to like, share and subscribe.